Hello, friends. It's been a while since we've last spoke. I've just been too tired. I'm really sorry. It's been a vicious cycle that's just been tough to handle, bars. Pun. I promise I'll make it up to you by keeping away from these puns for the rest of the video. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ScrapMan channel. I have accepted another one of your challenges. Build a self-balancing bike. And in this episode, we're going to take a look at how these work. I'll show you some cool stunts I've learned, and then we'll end it off with a race to the top of the mountain with my friend Spexx. Let's get to it. Alright guys, we're going to check out the small one first. This is a modded bike, unlike the big one over here, that is all vanilla parts. And I actually built this one just so I could do that intro thing with the small bike instead. I wanted to see what I could do. So it's got some very thin pipes that I was able to build the frame out of, and unfortunately, at least the version I have installed doesn't have angled pipes. I think there might be angled pipes in a new version, but I didn't have that when I built this bike. So we got a little training wheels as well, and this thing will fall over without training wheels because I could not fit a suspension glitch and sensors onto this thing. But I thought the training wheels just made it that much more funny. And it is controlled not by an engine, but by a controller. Because when I put an engine on the wheels, even though I had a really small engine, I think it's more powerful than the regular one because the wheels would just go crazy. Here, let me show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And using the mod, I'm going to go and get the 1x1x1 engine and put it here. And I'm going to attach it to here and detach that. Alright, so now the engine should be at... let's go ahead and attach it to the seat before I make that mistake. At power 1. Alright, let's see. Alright, so with the weld tool, for some reason, I welded some of the stuff on, and it reverses the bearings, unfortunately. Alright, here we go. So now here's the wheel at its least amount of power. So as you can see, it's a little bit... Actually, it's a lot too much. So let me do it on the front wheel, because the training wheels, I think, they're getting in the way there. Test it on the front wheel. So it does that weird bouncing thing, and it's like as soon as it makes contact with the ground, it just wants to push you up. But look how fast that wheel is going at its lowest engine capacity. So that is why I decided to go with the controller instead of the engine. So we'll go ahead and attach the controller back up here. We'll detach the engine from the wheel. We'll attach the controller back to the wheel. I think we have it reversed, and put that on a 360 loop, and oh no, I didn't hook it up, and come on, hook it up. Alright, I hooked it up. Alright, I gotta put it on a lift. There we go. And reverse that, and now we're back to normal. So, I don't know if you noticed, but the handlebars are actually thrusters. So that's actually why I have them angled downwards, because if they aren't angled downwards, then they would actually make me immediately nosedive. So they do add a little bit... Oh. Really? So they do add a little bit of speed, but you have to be very, very careful with them. And if you do tip over... with a combination of thrusters... Okay, this isn't working. Oh, so close. Come on. Come on. Up. Yeah, there it is. So a brief rundown on how this works. There's actually 2 steering columns because the steering wheel, or the handlebars, should steer in congruence with the wheel itself. Because if there weren't the 2 steering columns, then the wheel would turn, but the handlebars wouldn't, and that would just look weird. So you gotta put both of the steering in the column there. When it's on a lift, you can see that I have the wheel facing straight out. Because most bikes, their front wheel well here is at an angle rather than going straight down, and I didn't want this to look really blocky. So that's why I made it at an angle. I put it on little micro bearings there, because the mod actually has micro bearings. You can see there's the bearing right there. Little tiny bearing made just for these pipes. Alright, so now that I've done that, we're gonna go ahead and look at the vanilla bike. Alright, here we are. This thing is much taller, as you can see, and it is a little bit more blocky because I did use vanilla parts, but it is actually a lot more drivable and a lot more nimble. You can do a lot more with this thing, which I'm going to show you in just a second. But this is actually powered by the electric engine, and I'm actually surprised at how fast it does not go, considering it's a full power electric engine. I was having trouble with the back wheel. You can see that the rear well here does not actually extend all the way down to the center of the wheel, and the reason why that is because with the wheel going in between all this, it seemed like there were some collision damages, so I decided to actually make a little bit of a designer kind of flair there rather than actually just having a normal bike frame. So unfortunately I can't look like exactly the way I intended it to, but I think that looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like just one of those fancy kind of designs to make something stand out. But yeah, let's hop in and let's show you how it works. So this one is self-balancing using the suspension glitch, and they actually look like it's seat suspension, conveniently put right under the seat there along the bar. But they are there just to balance you out. You can see in the back I have the sensors, and I've actually used a steering method that I learned from OttoNL, link to his channel in the description. And you can see when I steer, it actually turns the sensors as well. So that way, when I steer to the left, I actually lean into the left. And when I steer to the right, I actually lean to the right. And that creates a little bit more of a better feel for turning. I'll lean into the turn rather than having the turn make me fall to the outside. So, and I don't know if you noticed, but this one, my seat has handlebars. So I've got handlebars to steer my handlebars. So it's pretty much built on the same concept. The wheel and the handlebars are on their own steering thing. Let's see if we can make this jump here. I also do have thrusters, woohoo! And that actually went better than expected. So yeah, the thrusters allow you to go much faster, but it's much harder to stay straight, and sometimes you can even go up in a tree like this. And do a little front flip. And let's see if we can keep riding. Look at that. How is that for a trick live on the spot? That was awesome. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. Alright, so let's show you some of the tricks that this thing can do. Get ourselves nice and balanced. So, if you go backwards and then forwards, you can do a nice little wheelie, and if you can control it, you can actually try to ride it by keeping yourself up as well. There we go, look at that. This is actually going way better than I thought. And we're riding the wheelie, and this is without thrusters too. You can also do donuts, as you saw in the intro to this video. But that was on flat land. It might be a little bit more difficult here. Let's see. Get some speed. There we go. This is flat enough. Woo! Wee! Woohoo! Yeah! Wee! Yeah! And if you combine the thrusters with the wheelie technique, then you can take off. So you go backwards, then go forwards and hit the thrusters. And you can actually use your wheels to kind of adjust your pitch a little bit, but after a while you end up going forwards. And that's okay. So yeah, that's pretty much everything you can do with the self-balancing bike, and the convenient thing is, if you fall over, you'll pretty much always rock back onto your wheels. So here, I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can here until I fall over. And no matter how bad the fall ends up being, I should, yeah, there we go. I should just go right back up and onto my wheels. So I hope I have completed the bike challenge to your satisfaction. I had a lot of fun with this one, and honestly, it came out a lot better than I expected. It was a pretty fun build. It was interesting trying to figure out how to do the spokes and try to fit everything in here, because a bike is a pretty skinny design, and some of the stuff we have is not so skinny, like the engine. So my excuse is the engine is supposed to be one of those water bottle attachments, alright? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I just downloaded the new MJM update just to see if I could change the bike to look a little bit better, and I could. This is the old one, and with the new MJM parts, this is the new one. So I think it looks much better. I have taken pretty much all of those squiggly lines out, so you can see the training wheels and both of the angled sections of the bike are now straight, and it looks a lot more legit. So, just wanted to share that before we get to the race. Now, you've seen the bikes, you've seen how they work. Now, let's get on to a race to the top of this hill. Alright, so I got Retro Spexx here. Say hi.
Hi.
And we're going to race to the top of the mountain on our awesome bikes here. So I'm going to be using the bike that I made here, and we have a special bike for Retro here. You're going to use this one. And all right, let's get to it.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah, what? Is there a problem with that?
If I beat you on this, that would be embarrassing for you.
That would be a pretty... No, I'm just kidding. You can use the bike that you painted. I'll delete this one.
Oh, I'm all up for taking you on with that one.
Alright, and you're facing the wrong way. You can start like that if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. Spexy here is infamous for having horrible connection issues during races, so I'm pretty much guaranteed to win here.
No, don't expect it. You never know. These white tires are faster, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so first to the top to get to jump off of the mountain at the top wins. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, you're gonna have to get away from me though. He's already fallen over. Got an early lead. It's gonna be a piece of cake. Piece of cake. I'm being conservative with my thrust right now. I don't know if I want to risk it. All right, here comes the hard part. Oh boy, there's gonna be a traffic jam in here. Whoa, what's he doing? He's coming out of nowhere. I actually kind of made it through. How you doing back there, Spexy? Are you facing the wrong way? You're facing the wrong way.
I'll get through backwards.
You're just gonna go backwards? All right, good luck with that. I think I actually want to see how you deal with this, so I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. Keep it a fair race.
Yeah, looks like you're having some fun there. Yeah, I might see if I can, maybe thrusters will help. Yeah, thrust, just when in doubt, use thrust. I believe in you. Around that. You got like the whole Austin Powers thing going. Here we go. Oh, you're facing the right way now, kind of. Kind of. Stuck on the rock, though. Yeah, he's trying to climb up the mountain. Are you coming? You gonna get through? I'm getting there. Yeah. You didn't let this course easy, did you? No, I figured we start off with, nothing great. with a hazard for the person who has trouble with glitching. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. Oh, my handlebars kill on the rock. Yeah, try using thrust. Thrust may help. I'm using thrust. Back up. You can't back up. Oh, there you go. You got something. Oh, he's coming out.
I'm not gonna let you get off that easy. Oh, I was not paying attention. I almost went off the mountain. Yeah, the tough part is when you're going up a steeper hill, it's really hard to keep straight.
Straight, yeah, I'm finding that.
Nope, not that way, Spexy. Not that way.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Uh-oh.
I'm finding it easier in reverse.
I'm actually getting stuck right now, too. Thrust might help. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thrust helps. Just point where you need to go and use your thrust. You're actually doing it backwards. How is that working? How is that working?
It's working for me.
Well, you can't mind how it's working. You can't use your thrust.
It's just working.
I can't believe it's actually working.
I suggest you do though, because I'm catching you up.
I'm using it. Whoop. I tried to drift around that corner. Didn't work out too well. Getting to the top. Whoop. Oh no. Oh, I made a huge mistake. I've made a huge mistake right before the top, and I'm falling down the mountain. Oh no.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm going in reverse now.
Alright.
Keep going in reverse.
I gotta figure out how to get back up here now. I don't know how this is gonna work. Oh, I have made a terrible mistake. I am falling down the mountain. I'm gonna have to go back up from down here. Okay, now I need to really get my game on. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Don't fall.
Okay. Alright, you might actually win this one.
No, don't fall.
Are you falling down the mountain? Where are you? I see you. You're falling. Yes. Get down here. Get down here. That's the same spot that I fell.
No.
Hey,
I had that in the bag.
thanks for following me down here. I'm glad we were able to share that moment with each other.
No, that's not good. I had it in the bag for once. Spexx, you could have won something. I blew it.
I'm in game mode right now. Uh-oh. I almost made the same mistake again. Going around that sharp corner. Alright, I'm at the...
You already there?
I'm at the top, and I'm gonna go off the jump right now. You might see me. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah! And we are off.
I can't believe I messed it up.
And I am stuck in a tree again. And you can see my other bike stuck in the other tree. I'm gonna wait here and see. I can see the ramp. I'm gonna wait until you jump off too and see what happens.
You could be waiting some time. No, I'm getting there.
Oh no, I fell out of the tree. I fell out of the tree. I'm rolling down the hill, kind of. Nope, not really. I'm balancing on the side of the hill.
Oh, I see the ramp. I see the ramp.
You can do it. Full thrust. Yeah, there he goes. Woo! Doing some flips. I don't see you. Oh, there you are. You came. I don't know how, but this is hilarious.
I've got a solution.
Oh, is that your solution?
Yeah, I can help you. See?
Here, let me use some thrust. That'll probably help too.
Yeah,
there we go.
Mine.
Well, this has been great.
Everything went exactly to plan.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly where I predicted we'd be by the end of this video. Alright, I think we're gonna call it at that. I don't know if we're gonna get out of this one. But I want to thank my friend Spexx here for helping me out with this video. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out his channel. He was the one that did the cliff top base that I featured a couple videos ago. And he's got a lot of great stuff going on in his channel as well. So thanks guys for joining me and Spexx on this video. I hope to see you next time on the Scrap Mechanist channel. Say bye, Spexx.
See ya.